Well, intern Squidward claims that he saw a different side of one member of the show recently, and he'd like to expose that information. Squid?
Yes, I've always kind of heard rumors about it, about this person's dark side or this person getting angry.
Uh-oh.
And last night, I think it's the first time I ever saw Matt willing to knock the head off of someone.
I knew it was me. I know exactly what you're talking about.
What?
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I felt it. He's right. 100% right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened?
What happened?
So last night, most of us went to the Tina Turner musical.
Oh,
at
yeah.
the Tanger
so
Center.
good. So good.
It's excellent.
Yes, and Matt and his wife were to my left, and in front of them was an older couple who were during the show pulling out their phone a lot, kind of whispering back and forth throughout the play or the musical a lot.
If you're gonna say a lot, make it fair. Every time there was a scene change or a new person came on stage or left stage, they pulled their phone out to take a photo or video, and then
Against the rules.
They're not supposed to.
Correct.
Oh, that's way against the
and then
rules.
homeboy, because they're in their hundreds.
Yeah.
I saw who you're talking about. I didn't see it happening because I was a little further down, but I know exactly. And also, sorry, real quick, they left. If I saw correctly, they left during the standing ovation, which is a theater faux pas. Anyway.
They did, and because the wife was doing most of the photoing and videoing, and then as soon as the husband tried, his flashlight came on his phone.
Oh yeah.
And then there's lightning in the theater.
No.
They dropped it.
Is that what that was?
Yes, and the issue that I had was every time they would bring their phone up, there's no subtlety to this because they put it right in front of their face so they can see what they're doing, so they can take, and it's right in my line of sight to the stage. So all I'm doing, I'm watching the performance, and then right in my line of sight, the cell phone just slides up right where I'm looking, and then goes back down. Every time someone new came on stage, or they changed sets, or anything,
So against
here
the
comes
rules.
the phone.
I was annoyed because on two separate occasions when it was a very emotional, tears in the back of my eyes, like, oh my gosh, you'd hear.
Oh yeah, a lot of people's cell phones were
People's
going
cell
off.
phones kept ringing. I'm like, turn it off.
Yeah, I haven't.
Turn it off.
Yeah, it's like, don't you know? It is. I
tough.
feel like opening night. There's a lot of older people there, so it's like I wonder if they don't know how to turn off. They don't put their phones on silent. I don't know.
So Squid, did you hear what I was saying about them?
Yeah. So I didn't hear
I wasn't quiet
exactly
'cause I
what
knew
you
they
said
couldn't
word for
hear
word.
me.
Yeah. Well, I knew there was some times where I guess maybe they were. I guess obviously they were fans of Tina Turner, and maybe throughout the play or throughout the musical when they would do a song, I could hear them whispering to each other, maybe a personal story, and then I hear Matt just blatantly mock them behind them, being like, "Oh yeah, ha ha ha!" To the point where I'm like, if that old man is a grouch, he could easily turn around and start a fight with Matt.
I wish.
Or if he could even hear, he probably didn't even hear Matt because he's so old.
Part of me, I was doing it and
my
saying those things at the level I was in hopes that they would hear me.
Yes.
And be like, hey, this is kind of rude because there's certain shows you go to where you know the music. You know Tina Turner's music. And these people clearly have a connection over Tina, and I love that they're going and celebrating whatever it is, their memories of going to the show or whatever from 700 years ago when they were first born. But
I'm guessing they were old.
But they were singing at the top of their lungs.
Oh my God!
No.
Not even the upbeat, they're singing the upbeat, the real quiet that it's more emotional, and they're just loud and laughing and talking, and I'm just like,
I'm so sorry
my
that was your experience.
God.
and so I was in my normal voice just going, this is pretty rude.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, let the performers sing.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
You heard all this, Squid?
Yes, and I know sometimes from time to time you guys bring up how one time, maybe years ago during the holidays, Matt almost choked you in the hallway.
That's amazing.
And it was over a
Scary.
breaking and entering Christmas family.
We
Okay,
disagreed over the family choice.
Yeah.
We are passionate.
So we're like, I think this family deserves it, and he was like, I think this family, and other people agreed with him on that one. I still think I was right, although it's hard to pick to come down to one.
Yeah.
And Matt looked like he was going to throw me through the wall. I was like, and I've never seen him mad like that before. And then that's when we learned around the holidays and stuff. He gets a little antsy.
It's the build up. It's the build up.
And the end of the year, especially the end of the year, because he's done with dealing with us.
Yeah, I've had y'all for 12 months at that point.
I get it. After 2 days, I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've heard that story many a times, but that was before my time. And I'm always like, well, could you not ever really get that, man?
You thought we were gaslighting you?
Not really gaslighting, but maybe you're being a little dramatic. But last night I'm like, dude, Matt's ready to knock this dude's head off. I'm like, maybe this is what Jared was talking about.
And the thing is, where we parked, they parked close to us. And my wife brought it up because there was like an interesting exchange between the two of them whenever they parked. He got out of the car and was doing something with his wallet, and she said, I was listening to Squid's new music. Weird thing that I was doing.
Wow. I was doing the same thing on the way there.
What?
And I think he just posted it.
And so Hannah was watching this couple, and she said, I got your jacket. She mouthed, I got your jacket. And he goes, I don't want my jacket. And she said, it's going to be cold when we leave. You're going to want this jacket. Get the jacket. And so she was like, oh, look at them, kind of going back and forth. It's like she's the mom or whatever.
Right.
And
he's
so
like 90.
While we're sitting there during intermission, I looked at Hannah. I'm like, do you remember what car is theirs? Because I want to leave a note on their windshield saying, let the professionals sing at Broadway shows.
And stop blocking my view.
Stop
with
taking
your damn
pictures.
phone.
Stop filming, and stop singing if you're ever going to come
That'd be
back
like
to
the
a show
first
here.
note ever of that kind on somebody's car.
Yes.
That's
And
hilarious.
the funny thing is, I think, and I know Matt's RBF has gotten better with the Ozempic weight loss, but
Right.
I think there are a lot of times when the RBF is actually warranted and it's just building up and building up and
Yes.
building up, and that's where the RBF comes from.
Yeah.
And because of maybe the more weight in the face, it showed through a lot more than typical, right? So now the RBF is less because of the weight loss, but it's there because of those types of situations that build up and build up and build up until the explosion.
Yeah, that situation, I was just, after probably the 5th time that they brought their phone up to film, like it would pop up and I would just viscerally go, again?
Again with the phone.
I wasn't quiet, and I wasn't trying to be. I was hoping that they would hear and turn around, and that would be my opening to say something to them. Even partly during intermission, Squid was kind of talking to us about and I even said, can y'all see them bringing their phone up? Can y'all see this? Am I the only one that see it? And they're like, no, yeah, we see it. And I'm like, that's pretty rude, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, one thing
love
you
this
might
side
want
of
to
you.
consider, though, is I'm wondering if when people are that old and their hearing loss is so, it's already a lot of hearing losses, they are not even aware of how loud they're actually being. They think they're
That's
actually
true.
being quiet when they're actually being really loud, but they just can't tell.
Right.
And if that were the only issue, I would hear that out. But there's nothing about that says it's still cool for you to pull your phone out and put it in the line of sight behind the person directly behind you.
With the flashlight on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like when he
Yeah.
threw the
and
flashlight
filming,
up,
too. You're not supposed to film
No.
or take
No.
pictures.
and he didn't when the flashlight came on, it was almost like he turned it around to see what was that, and then the light shines right in my eyes, and then he tries to just put it in his lap. So now there's this dancing light in this dude's lap, and he's trying to get it off on his phone.
There are definitely old people with a smartphone for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
Still figuring out how to work it.
You know how
Oh.
the first time your grandparents got a smartphone and they wanted to take pictures and they hold it like right in front of them, but they walk into just weird positions, just walk right into situations, just put it right in your face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they were doing. That's how they were doing it. It was right up here so that they could get super close, so it's even closer in my vision. And then they're just like zooming in, and I can see their screen. I'm having to watch part of the show through their screen.
Oh, I hate that.
And they don't know how
This
to
is awful.
They don't know how to focus their phone. So every picture and video they got, it's grainy as hell. So joke's on y'all.
Yeah. Enjoy your grainy photos, olds.
Enjoy that, Esther.
I
Well,
looked
and-
down at I looked down there in intermission and I saw that your wife Hannah looked disgusted, but I thought that's because she was forced to sit next to Squidward after the rap.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was
And
the
that's
great
what
thing
I
you
thought
missed,
it-
Jason.
That's what I thought it
saw
was.
the photo of Hannah. It's on our social media
Yes.
of Hannah looking at Squid because I know that Squid's rap was so devastating. And the question is, because it was a bunch of stuff that Squid wanted to do to Matt's wife.
Right.
And the question was she aggravated, mad, or she's going to say a quick, thank you for the compliments?
There was no thank you last night.
No, there was no thank you. No.
Mm-mm.
I want to see.
I did say I was glad Squid brought his mom so that we could switch dates.
Oh, yeah, because you were going at his mom.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's awesome. This may not have worked. I think I have trimmed it just on the fly. Just Squid's rap.
Mm.
Just Squid's diss rap on Hannah since people missed it.
Gotcha.
Oh, we're gonna play it again.
I'm seeing it. But I did it
Excellent.
blind. This might be wrong. Hold on.
Time of murder.
Yes.
This is it.
Squid is good at sexy time.
And that's Anna's recording.
Yeah, Hannah's recording. And so last night at the play, just the way our seats were, Squid was right next to Matt's wife, Hannah. And we're like, this is great.
has this swagger about him, and like I've seen him dance, and I don't know, I just like get the vibe, you know?
It's Matt's wife.
So I can't explain it.
I'll explain a hand to come eat on my bandana. I'll treat you like a ratchet bitch, please excuse my manners. I'll beat it like a bandit, like I got on a bandana. And I'll hit it so good, I'll make you stammer. Use my wiener like a bat, like a brave down in Atlanta. Yeah, you my bitch now, girl, please excuse my grammar. Yeah, Matt calling your phone, baby girl, don't answer. Just text him, say you're busy while I'm laying down this hammer. Yeah, serve me up like a grape raised Buick jammer. Yeah, I hit her in the morning while we're still in our pajamas. You with the rimming now, baby, going up your standards. Come play with my balls like you play for the Commanders, leaving handprints on her ass. And she loved the way it stings. And our hands were locked together, but I did not see your ring. And I beat it up like John Cena. Yes, we're in the ring. F you, Matt Wells. Yeah, you were just a fling. And I call her Little Debbie cause she stays with the cream. She addicted to my denim cause she wants what's in my jeans. Yeah, might give her a baby. Gotta add one to the team. And we won't need IVF cause I got a heavy string. And I ain't got no mask, but I love it when she screams. And she fantasizing about me in the day I'm in her dreams. And I give her what she wants, give her all the finer things. And she gotta blow her nose cause when I finish, yeah, she sneezes and turns sweater.
Oh my God.
What just happened? All right, so that happened.
Yeah, I think we should have played a little warning.
I think so. And we'll have to fix that replay. Side note, because I just cut it in half and saved it.
So now I have to hear it. Now I have to do more work with it.
I know.
Thanks a
And
lot.
that's the torture
hate y'all.
that is this job. Now, Jason,
Yes.
and he can't say it on the air, I don't think. But when he explained this, she had to blow her nose after.
Yes.
It is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only part of the rap I was like, what does that mean? He told me, I was like, oh my gosh!
I think I know.
I know, yeah.
If you think about it.
Yes.
I didn't
and
really
we
think
don't want
about
to
it.
go into that at all on the air. That's a problem.
Yeah.
No.
No.
But I was like, dang, even more vicious than I originally
Yes.
imagined.
Yeah, I mean, like Hannah and
Just think of this. There's an ENT doctor.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Does that have to do with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They work
So-
on your ear, nose, and throat.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, I was gonna say like
Okay.
yeah, Hannah and I like patched things over last night, but now we just opened the old one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we do.
They're not going to let us patch this up.
But good point. Squid's mom was there, and all of Matt's rap was talking about having sexy time with Squid's mom, and she's
Yeah.
sitting right there.
Yeah.
It's a really cool
Was
job.
he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
thought
guess you just blacked out on mine because Squid's was so bad.
He was just trying to get over that.
Yeah. It was all about his mom.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, so we saw the angry side of Matt, but it sounded like this time it was warranted, unlike around Christmas. That was very hurtful.
I was looking through the program to see if there was one of those like text this number.
There should be. There should be.
Yeah.
Because I almost texted our friends at the Tanger Center like, hey,
remove
here's
them.
the seats that are like, don't remove them. Just during intermission, just remind
Slap
them
them
that
upside the
stop pulling your phone out. Like
Or like
it's,
unplug their oxygen tank.
it's not. Please, it's not just about.
My gosh.
And for me, it's not just about you don't want like video of the play to be released before people actually see it. I understand that. But it's rude to the people around you.
Absolutely.
When
100%.
you're throwing the light of your phone up, and because they're basically blind, the brightness level on their phone is through the roof.
yeah.
Another good
I
point.
hate that you were so distracted because that show last night, I
Tremendous.
lost
one of
3
my
hours
favorite.
and I lost myself. I kept hearing Squid go, this is incredible. This is incredible. And your mom was singing along and my friend was there and we both were like, this is incredible.
The lady
this
who
is incredible.
played Tina Turner, and they've had extraordinarily talented people
I agree
that have
with
come
this.
through in the last 3 years. Me and Matt talked about this off there. The most talented performer that's ever been at Tanger.
See,
I could not agree
Wow.
more.
So good.
They had 2 women. So each show, I guess, because when I looked at the program, they had a different, the playbill, there are 2 women that play Tina Turner because I guess 3 hours of that is so taxing because she sang
yeah.
just like Tina Turner and danced like Tina Turner for 3 hours.
If I did that for 3 hours, I'd need 2 weeks off.
Yeah,
right.
Just
Yeah.
one time, not every day for probably for a year when they tour.
The Ike Turner, by the way, let me just put that out there. By the way, a lot of F-bombs. Jared learned the hard way because
yeah.
he brought his 12-year-old.
Yeah,
A lot of F-bombs.
a couple of them.
Yeah, I mean, but it's Ike Turner. You know the story. Ike Turner's not a good human.
I didn't know the
Yeah.
story,
You
actually.
didn't?
No, not
No.
really. Not to that extent at
Oh
all.
yeah, it was horrendous. Ike Turner,
Yeah.
that guy. I thought it was. At one point, I'm like, I hate Ike Turner. I hate this man. Like, and he came out at the end, and I wanted to boo him.
Yeah, people were like,
Yeah.
do we applaud him? But it's like he's an actor.
He was
Yeah, he
incredible.
did a lot.
He was
Yeah, he
very
was a
good.
great
He made
actor.
you hate Ike Turner. He did.
Yes.
It was great. So
And our
go see it.
friend BB Shea texted me, what he thought my review of it should be, trying to pull Tina Turner lyrics in, and he was like, "Where was Ike?" And I was like, "Ooh, you don't understand
Yeah.
how
The
much
whole-
Ike was in the first part and
Yeah.
how vicious it was."
Yeah, it was
they
hard.
did not hold back. They told her
Gosh.
story. They told it. They told
Yeah.
all of it.